What is up? It's another episode of Dynasty Pylon. We are implementing the rookie still. We're going on starting with today. We're going on second round, starting with the 11th pick. It's interesting now that OTAs are open. Now that we're hearing some news about some players, and we're hearing some not so good news from other players. I know Braden, your wife might be interested in, or how does she feel about the recent the news that just happened with the?
She's not very happy.
I heard she's entertaining new teams.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That bad?
Yeah, well, I don't think she was a big fan of it when it first happened, and like now that it's just more and more is coming out,
Escalated a little more.
Well, you know the Texans have been added to 2 of the lawsuits, right?
Yeah.
Did you hear about that? Did you hear about the whole Texan situation?
No, I did not.
The Texans provided Deshaun Watson with all these masseuses.
Well, no, they provided
Are
him a room.
Yeah, they paid for the
and
hotel
NDAs.
room. Yeah, they provide the hotel room. Like, they basically provided this to happen to them.
Yeah. Like, it's a bad.
So now it's not looking really bad for the Texans now.
Oh no! Are you serious?
Yep.
Yeah.
Holy crap! That's like basic. Oh my gosh!
And apparently it's leaked that it's up to 70 women now that could be added.
Well, there
This
was
dude's done, man.
Yeah, the New York
There's-
Times article said there was
66.
66. So,
But Dad was saying he read somewhere that it would be up to 70.
I mean,
And now you can expect the Texans to be added to almost all of them, probably.
Yeah, because they enabled it. Yeah.
Yep. Enable.
Yeah,
It's
no
sad,
kidding.
too,
That's
because-
insane. That's crazy. Like, how is it that we went a whole year only hearing about the 2022?
Yeah.
Right? And then now we're like 2 months out from the new season, a whole year later. Another freaking 50? Almost?
Yeah.
That's so stupid. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't blame her. I feel, I don't know about looking at other teams though. Can you really
No.
blame? I don't know.
I think she's looking at the Colts. So
Yeah, I think we're all are. Secretly, I think myself
Yeah.
and
Yeah, I
Mark.
think we know you are too. Well, I already started last year when I started picking up all your players.
Yeah.
so.
yeah. I think now I'm starting to feel a little bit better about the Colts. I mean, I feel like my quarterback went over there, so it's like I feel for him. I hope that he does good over there. So I'm rooting for the Colts, and then especially since he's thrown to one of my main receivers on my dynasty league. So I'm really hoping that the Colts do great. But as for
too, so I'm sure you're really excited.
say what?
I've been hearing really good things about Matt
Oh.
Ryan. and
Oh
Pittman
yeah,
connections.
Mhm.
same. Nothing but good stuff. So that's really good, really good. So other than that, I know we are starting our guillotine league. Well, you know what? I'll just wait for this till we get a little bit more viewers, if we get more viewers, and then I'll throw it out there. But no, because I'll probably watch later. Look, if you're trying to do IDP and interested in doing IDP, we have a guillotine league going on. The link is down below. If you suck at it, that's okay. There's nothing wrong with learning something new. You will be eliminated right away because you do so hot if you suck at it, but you got the experience. So ultimately, you don't have to stress out the whole 17 weeks. So try it out. It's on Sleeper. If you're not familiar with Sleeper, it's, in my opinion, one of the greatest, one of the free ones. You don't have to pay for it. I think it's one of the most elite there, and it's actually first to when it comes to fantasy football news, fantasy basketball news, and fantasy. Oh, that's it. That's all they do, right?
Well, you can
Football
get news for like
Oh,
NHL
and
stuff
League
like
of
that, too, on
Legends,
there.
if you're into that. They do League of Legends. I don't know. Don't ask me how.
What?
Sleeper is. Does League of Legends basketball and football, but no baseball, no hockey. I don't
No,
know.
I think you get news from the NHL on there now.
Do you?
Yeah,
But you can't do fantasy though.
Maybe it's not fantasy, but it gives you up to date news.
Okay, well maybe. I haven't seen it. Maybe I have to look in the channels, but I know
Yeah,
for sure you could definitely do those 3 leagues. League of Legends, I don't know. I've never tried it. Don't think I will unless someone pays for my entry. I don't know how that works, but yeah, I don't think I have any interest at all. But it's there. So other than that, though, looks like the Rams have extended Cooper Cup to an extension or something like that.
Yeah. Where are they getting?
Uh,
Where are they getting this
3-year
money?
deal, right?
Where do they have this cap
Yeah,
space?
3-year, $110 million extension.
Yeah. So
They just extended Stafford 160 mil over 4 years. They just extended, or they added 40 million to Aaron Donald's contract. Now they're getting another 110 to Cooper Cup. I'm like, how do they have room under the cap?
I don't know.
And they want to bring in OBJ. I'm like, how is this happening?
Yeah, I don't know.
They're all secretly on the Walmart staff, I think. They'll get yearly bonuses.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know how they're doing it either. But with the Cooper Cup right now, and I think if I'm hearing quality hating the Bears contract.
Yeah, continue from last night.
Hey, I think Brian's gonna jump on here soon. Look, he was saying some ridiculous stuff.
The whole DK to the Bears thing.
Ridiculous stuff.
Yeah, that's just crazy.
As soon as I jumped in, Derpy said, "Martin, this man's on crack."
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh yeah, I definitely see that." I don't think it's a possibility. No way. The Bears don't have assets for it, and he's overthinking that they do.
Also,
I'm like,
I don't think the Bears are like trying to win this season. So you're not gonna give up assets in the future for a player right now when you're not trying to win.
Right.
yeah, I don't think so either. I see them going as good as they can with what they got.
Mm-hmm.
Probably maybe try and win to what they have. I don't think they'll necessarily tank. I think they're going to try and see, okay, we got 8 wins. I think next season we could probably do better now that we're upgrading the line that we should have done last season.
Well, they're going to have
That's
so
the
much
future.
cap space. They'll have a first round again
Oh,
this year,
yeah.
right? So,
Easy.
so you just got to make it through this year, trim off all the fat, and then start going next season.
100%.
And I think that is their philosophy too. I think they're just concentrated on getting all the players from the previous regime kind of out, except for like a couple of the better ones like Fields probably. And then they're going to bring in their own people to support their own systems.
The only thing I worry about is how bad this season could be
Yeah.
if it affects Justin Fields in the future. Because you might ruin him this season trying to go towards the future. But I don't think they have a choice either, unless like you sit him for a year or something.
I hope that he's a smart enough guy to think, okay, I'm in a bad situation now. Again, last year was my rookie year. I'm in the same situation this season. If they don't provide me with any type of line, I think I will probably seek a trade my 4th year. And I'm here for quality yelling at the TV screen content. Hey, look, if Brian jumps in, we'll be yelling at him pretty soon. But the thing is, I think that with everything that's a possibility next season, I think very much so that the Bears have a good chance next season. What up, dude? How are you, Anthony? We're just doing rounds 2, picks 11 through 20. We're gonna just talk about the rookies, those specific rookies. We're just kind of chatting it up right now. We just talked about the Bears and how we think they'll do better next season. I don't necessarily. We kind of agree that we necessarily don't think they'll tank, but they'll try and do their best with what they have. Because losing to the Lions twice is going to be embarrassing, and I actually think that's a very good possibility.
Oh, I do too.
Very good possibility.
Yeah.
So, but as we were saying, the Rams signed Cooper Kupp, and looks like Tutu Atwell is doing pretty good in camp, which a year later. This is the news I expected last year. I still don't think he's going to be fantasy relevant. I don't think someone that size is going to be good. I want to witness someone draft him and see if he does any good for them. And then maybe I'll pick him up following season on the redraft league. But I don't think I'll ever pick him up on Dynasty. So yeah, Anthony, you're here. Lay them on us. I know you got some trade. I know you got some questions. We're all here. Now's your time. This dude be blowing up my phone sometimes. And I'm at work or something. I'm busy and I don't hit him up till like 2 days later. And I'm like, I'm sorry. He goes, "You're good, man. I already did the trade. What do you think?" I'm like, "Well, I wish you would have waited. I wish you would have waited, but it's all good." He knows what he's doing. This guy has Patrick Mahomes and freaking oh my god, Joe Burrow on a super flex.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, I was like, dude.
That seems unfair. Almost.
Yeah, he literally just said right now. He goes, "I did those trades for Burrow and Mahomes."
Yeah. Just as I was talking,
Jesus.
he was typing that. So yeah, impressive, dude. He did have to give up some picks for it. I can't remember exactly what. I'm sure he'll let us know. Just don't do what not Anthony, but Mike did the other day. This guy asked for questions and then just laid out his whole team. I'm like, why are you asking questions? You knew exactly what you're doing.
Just should I trade Henry even though I have all the other good backs in the league?
Yeah, JT.
At that point, it was like, who cares?
Chubb, Mixon.
He just wanted to show us how big his garden hose was, and he'd throw it over his shoulder.
He's in the league by himself, and other people aren't like
right.
He just wanted.
It's like 20% AI he's competing against. He's like, I'll just back in this one.
Yeah. So, all right, Mark. Lead it as we go on to these next 10 rookies and how we think they're going to affect their current status team. Go ahead.
All right. So the last one we had was what? Andrew Booth.
Should be starting with Wan'Dale Robinson.
So yeah, New York Giants, 43rd overall in the second round. Wan'Dale Robinson, receiver out of Kentucky.
4.4. And apparently he got a 6.1 grade. He's 5'8", 178. I'm not liking this at all. Tutu Atwell and this guy are one and the same.
Right.
It also
guys.
Yeah. It also raises concern for me. Why what I'm hearing is Kadarius Toney isn't looking like the disciplined guy, which I kind of had a feeling this was going to happen. Also not showing up. He's just not very disciplined, and I don't think he's putting football focused, and he's still kind of acting like he's in college right now. So and then the trade rumors, so it only makes me feel like they brought this guy in for a reason. But they could have had other picks, man. Like, why him? Was it?
Him as a speedy receiver.
Yeah, speedster guy. I mean, he's got 9-inch hands.
Do they have a deep threat there besides him now? I feel like all the other receivers they had were like more big body built.
I feel like Kadarius Toney could have done that though.
Yeah, but if you don't know what he's going to be, or if he can even suit up half the time, you start looking at Plan B.
Kind of injured prone. What I do like the only thing I like about him is he got 9-inch hands. Dude's got ovens, man. So he's out there running around as a shortstop, literally. All right, so Anthony said Chase and Jefferson are my two receivers, along with DK, Pittman, and Judy.
Jesus.
We'll have
embarrassment of riches here.
Reed in the first, a third, and a fourth. Good.
Yeah, that's a pretty good lineup there.
And I think you're set, dude. I think his only issue was his running backs right now. I think.
I feel like you either stack at running back or wide receiver. Like, it's hard to get both.
Yeah. No, but if I remember, he had his big concern was his running back. And Derpy said, the Giants said we had y'all in the first half of the draft.
I get the name.
Yeah, like they did the 2 first picks, and you're like, yeah, we know what we're doing, and then they get to this one, like,
Yeah.
just kidding.
I agree.
We still have no
Overall,
idea.
I still think they had a decent draft. In my opinion, besides this one, I still think they had a pretty freaking good draft, if you ask me. And I'm not going to go into detail with what they did at the draft. We have a whole Giants episode.
Yeah.
And we just talked all Giants. I think it was the other day, actually, or was it yesterday? I don't know. I can't remember. Monday.
Yeah, it was
Wasn't that
Monday.
a Star Wars episode where you got so off topic.
Yeah, that was Monday.
That was Monday.
Yeah.
So it was Monday Star Wars episode / Giants.
Yeah.
Okay. Like I think the last 20 minutes we just
So if you want to see some cool shoes, go watch that episode.
That was your fault too. Show us them shoes. I was like, all right.
You didn't have to oblige. You could have just edited it in later or something.
Leave it. It's fine. And yeah, his RBs are ETN and Sanders. Yeah. Okay, so he's
So
struggling.
this guy seriously had 6 first rounders for the 23 draft.
Yeah, but he kept
Good
trading them
Lord.
away.
Obviously, he traded 5 of
told
them
him
away.
to keep
Yeah.
a 2023, but he doesn't listen. He kept trading them away. Now he's down to 2. You better keep these 2, man.
No, he only has 1.
Swear to God. 1 2023. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 1.
Whatever. Next year is going to be the 1 year where you need him. But hey, you'll find out, buddy. You better win this championship this year if you don't, because all them trades. And what does Derpy say?
They need more than weapons.
They're garbage. No wonder they can't compete. If we're talking about the Giants, yeah. And hell yeah, dude. With the hat who looks like Tank in my favorite stuff. What's up? We're doing pretty good. Good. We're just talking about the new rookies. Just kind of
And the other guy who she didn't notice until now.
Patriots.
Right? He's like, can't see me.
Yeah. Sorry, other guy. He's usually here just Wednesdays if he can make it, but he's usually here in the chat every day. He's the guy we refer to as the guy in the chair.
Nice to meet you too.
Yeah, that's Alyssa. She's been a little absent for a while, but she comes in here.
The new Broncos fan, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
That'd be her.
Broncos / Raiders. Yeah. Yep. That's the guy in the chair.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like an urban legend almost.
So yeah, that's Wan'Dale Robinson for you. I don't think he's going to be doing great things for the Giants, but what do you guys think about him?
I mean, he'll probably see.
Did I kind of just nail it on the
He'll
head?
see field time probably because but I don't know if he'll be a deep threat because they don't have time to throw the ball down the field.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he might be like a gadget guy.
Could be. A little guy in the chair.
And says, "Listen, fellas, Drew Lock sucks. Broncos Nation, baby."
Well, Geno Smith is slated as the starter right now. So
Is he?
yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Right
it shocked me when we were doing them yesterday.
Oh,
I was like,
think
whoa. Martin's like, what? And I was like,
That's much of an
Geno's
upgrade,
the
bro.
starter.
I don't think that's much of an upgrade. So yeah, kind of what you're saying. Overall, I don't know how they're gonna implement him. I mean, yes, like you said, he's gonna get playing time. I think honestly he'll probably be a kick returner.
I'll be interested to see because Dable's there. Maybe the offense will be a lot better than what we've seen in New York for years. So
Yeah.
So might be able to draw up some stuff for him.
Yeah, I would expect. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think they'll be better disciplined. They'll be better structured, but I still think it'll be a year or two before they're good.
She thought Geno Smith was dead.
No, he's the starter.
He's still hanging around. Melissa, you mean Washed Up Nations? Let's go joking. That's just a joke, though. Look, the Washed Up Nation.
Excuse me.
Yeah, maybe. I right now, yeah, they got rid of a lot of people, so they might be.
They could start being like the Rams now. They got
Oh, but
all
he's
that.
talking about the Broncos. My bad. No, Derpy, no way, no way. I don't think.
Yeah.
I honestly think that the Broncos are going to compete this year for sure. They're going to give the Chiefs a run for the money.
Well, like the way the Rams have all this money to spend, the Walton family is going to come in and probably be able to do the same thing in Denver. So they'll just be able to sign people these stupid contracts that nobody else can match and stay under the cap.
And in her Liam Neeson voice, I will fight you, and I will win. Walmart Nation.
Yep,
Damn.
there it is, Walmart Nation.
I don't know, man.
You see all the memes of the new Denver logo?
No, I missed out on that.
They changed it to the Walmart blue, and there's like a W in there.
Get out. The Broncos?
Yeah.
The Broncos' new logo?
Yeah. No, it's not new. It's
not
just
real.
memes. Everyone's making fun of it because they bought them.
All right. I'll
not
probably
new.
look for it later.
It'd be funny if it was, but
Right?
Say what?
Corporate branding on the side.
Right.
Now.
But no, I
Walmart W's everywhere.
Yeah.
I did not see that, so I'll have to look later or eventually. Maybe I'll squeeze it in here.
How can you think
All right.
Russell Wilson is washed up?
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, did you hear about what came out about him? He's already told the Broncos his next number for his new contract in 2 years. He said 5 years, $250 million.
Well, at least he's giving them an idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sam Walton, you have to sit there and put that aside for him. So
Right. He's like, "Oh, we already got like $500 million for you right here. We'll see.
Yeah.
We got you."
All right, so let's talk about the next guy, Mark. Here,
Houston Texans, John Mechie III, wide receiver out of Alabama.
Gosh, I feel bad for this guy. Look, he's
Yeah,
a really good route runner. Out of Alabama. I feel bad for him. You felt bad for what's his face that went to Detroit. This guy I feel really bad for. 5'11", 187. I think he's gonna be a good receiver. But the problem is, ain't nobody gonna throw to him. So I'm not counting on General Mills over there to help him out.
We got Davis Mills, man.
Davis Mills. Good.
They got the giraffe, bro.
Yeah,
he did all right. I just don't think that he was. I don't know. I don't know. I feel bad for this guy. I don't think he landed in a good spot. But did he even do the combine or any of that good stuff? I don't think he did.
I don't think he did either.
So, I mean, good route runner, dude. I think it'll help him. He might do good. Okay. Optimistically, I think he'll do good. Assuming that Brandon Cooks, they might double team him or something, and then he might be open. I don't know.
He might remind me of like Jarvis Landry when he was on the Dolphins. Like, looks like the only guy out there trying.
Yeah, a possibility.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'll probably look good, and everyone else will just be
100%. And
he'll run really crisp routes, but then he'll never get the ball.
Yeah,
because it'll either go somewhere else or like Davis Mills.
Good luck with that
on the ground
for sure. Look, the thing is, he'll be there for next 4 years. I think maybe they'll have some type of upgrade in the next 2 years. And then Anthony says, Mechie may be a good target to buy low now, and I agree with that. If Mills doesn't improve, maybe they get a new QB at a little better than Mills, and just coming off the ACL. Yes, he just came off the ACL.
That's why he didn't do any of the season stuff.
Yeah, but you're right on the ACL. He's just getting off of that. But these younger guys are just 6 months are just coming out. So I mean, he had like 1,100 yards, and this is before. Let me see if I can pull it up. But it was like 1,100 yards and 8 to 10 touchdowns. I can't remember, but I think he'll be a good asset there. I just don't think he'll impress us to go draft him highly. So that's all I got on him. All right, moving on.
Number 45, Baltimore Ravens, David Ojobo, outside linebacker from Michigan.
He'll be good next season.
Yeah.
Braden, you want to put your input on this guy? 'Cause I know how I feel about him.
I mean, he was going to be in top half of the first round until he got hurt.
No, I heard
5,
possibly top 10.
10.
Yeah, I heard top 10.
Just bad luck. I mean, just take all year rehab, and then you come back to a Ravens defense that's already good. So,
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to get him and stash him for a year.
Yeah. But here's the thing, like coming in next year, the Ravens are going to have a top 10, top 5 defensive end coming in from last season. So, I mean, ultimately, they're going to almost have another first-round draft pick just sitting there waiting for them, just rehabbing. And, his injury did cost them, I understand. But good for them, man. The Ravens, at least they know what they're doing. They grabbed him. I think it was a really good pick. I'm surprised he didn't go sooner. I really thought that maybe the team would be like, all right, let's just get him because we know how good he is.
Right.
He'll just rehab. But
especially one of those teams who aren't exactly going to be in the mix this year too. Be like, oh, this guy's going to be a top 10 draft pick. We can get him in the late first. Still, work towards being good in 2-3 years.
Yeah, that's exactly what Derp said. Should have been the first round.
Said the Ravens got him.
And I don't know if it's just me. Oh yeah, it is hard to hear Braden because there's living situations that they're in the same room now.
Yeah.
My voice
So one of
also
these guys
doesn't
have to
carry
mic
very
their,
well,
their
so
mute their mics. But yeah. So, and then the Derpy says that what scares me is he went to the fucking Ravens.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying.
yeah.
I was like,
And then
all
with-
these teams who could have drafted him, and nope, goes to the Ravens.
Got Kyle Hamilton over there. Dude, the Ravens
Right?
might be as good as they used to back then. They got a lot of good assets now.
Well, they need some receivers still, but
Well,
I'm talking about defensively.
oh, defensively, oh yeah,
Defensively, they might be the old Ravens
Yeah.
we think
Scary.
about.
yeah.
What about? Hell yeah, that's bad. Could you guys move the mic a little bit?
Barely me doing this is louder than Braden talking.
Yeah, apparently. So, how do you feel about him on dynasty leagues? For me, I think he's worth a stash. I think he's worth maybe.
Oh,
picking up
absolutely.
and taxing his ass and see how he does towards the end of the season if he comes.
Is there a possibility he could play this year?
I think towards the end,
Middle to
towards-
end?
maybe week
but
15
I
or
feel
something.
like Achilles are. unless
Yeah,
you're,
but didn't-
what's his name?
Yeah, say didn't the Rams running back Akers? Didn't he tear it in like minicamp and then
Akers
came
is
back?
Such like he's basically like that Adrian Peterson ACL. Like no one expected him to come back that fast and be that good. Like
Yeah.
usually, if you tear an Achilles, it's a year.
Yeah, let's say 9 months to a year, but he did it in like 5 or 6 months.
Yeah,
I think it was
insane.
something like that, like 6 or 8.
It's
Yeah, something
crazy.
Like that. Came back pretty quicker than the norm.
Yes.
So didn't make sense.
HGH. I'm sure.
Yeah. Derpy, I agree.
I can't argue against it.
I agree 100% with that. I had to argue with your boys in Chicago about this too, and then we finally talked about it, and they're like, "All right, yeah." They were voting for like the Jets, which also had a good draft too. The Giants and stuff. I'm like, okay, yeah, they had a good draft too. But I think ultimately, the Ravens had the best draft this season, and hats off to them. They did really good. I think it's gonna help them out in the long run, especially when David Ojabo comes back.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think Lamar is going to just play the year and then try and work his way out of there? I mean, I know they can
signed
franchise
him
tag.
yet?
No,
Have they
Oh,
signed him yet?
no.
No, because he's his own agent and he won't sit down with them.
1 year. 1 year.
Like he
Yeah.
has this year, and then I think obviously they can franchise tag him, but
Oh yeah, don't worry, it's fine. That last comment was funny.
It was
No,
funny.
it was funny.
But look, man. I don't know. We're all expecting Lamar to sign there. For all we know, he just says, "F you, I'm out. I'm going home."
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, worst case, if he doesn't sign this year, they'll just tag him.
Is he at minicamp? I don't think so.
I don't think he's allowed to show, is he? Because if he gets
Well,
hurt, that's on them, isn't it?
But he's technically under contract
You
for
have
this
to
year.
show up. I mean, you have to show up. It's
Yeah, I
mandatory.
think he is technically under contract. So
Yeah. I mean, unless
Yeah.
you get excused out of there, like Garoppolo and Baker.
Yeah.
Because otherwise they'll just fine you to death.
yeah,
That's what I'm thinking. So I don't know, but I also think that if they're not on contract, they can't fully do everything, right? Because I feel like if they're not on contract and he gets hurt, isn't that kind of on them too as well?
Well, he's under contract for this season.
Oh, for this one, I thought he was done for the. Okay, my bad.
No, he's under contract this season.
I'm a year short. Okay,
This is his
yeah.
5th year.
Yeah, this is his last year under this contract.
His
And
rookie contract.
All last year he was avoiding meeting them, and then everyone assumed under the summer he would meet with them, get a contract workout. He still is just like, nah, I'm good. I'm just gonna, I don't know if he's waiting to see like what happens with Kyler's contract or something, or what was going to happen with Baker at that point because they're in the same draft. But
yeah, and then see what he can get, squeeze out maybe.
yeah.
All right, so Derby also says that the Jets had a solid draft for what they needed, but the Ravens front office were selecting depth and hitting every time. Yeah, pretty much,
Yeah,
man.
they both
Especially
had
with this David
really good
Ojabo one,
drafts.
so for sure. I ultimately I think David Ojabo is definitely going to help out that line. I'm really expecting Queen to, dude, step it up, bro. He really needs to. He's pissing me off. I don't even have him on any of my teams, but he was a high prospected guy, and it's just pissing me off. I love the linebacker position. When you got that high of a prospect, you come in and you have nothing to show the fourth. It irritates me. You are filling shoes. There's history on that position that you're not filling, and I think this is what irritates me because easily Ray Lewis is one of my favorite players of all time. And I think that's what I'm expecting is someone, and I'm hoping Kyle Hamilton is that guy.
I just feel like that's such a hard position, like without reps.
There needs to be a face there, and right now there is not. Queen was supposed to be that guy, and he's just a dude. Is he doing good? Yeah, IDP-ish. Yeah, he's probably LB2, but he's not the face. When you think of the Ravens D, I'm easily already thinking about Kyle Hamilton. Easy already. That's how quick.
But I feel like the position he's in, he's like the quarterback almost of the defense, and it takes how long for quarterbacks to really like get good at their position. I feel like it's the same on the defense on that side. Like you're not going to step in year one and or two even usually
Jordan
be
Brooks.
that great.
Jordan Brooks.
Yeah, but there's always exceptions. But on average,
Bolton.
it takes.
There are outliers, like you said.
Yeah, but I feel like for the most part, you got to give them a little bit of a leash to fully slow down the game, understand everything, start remembering film.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, besides a Patrick Mahomes and stuff like that, you don't have Courtney Herbert, I guess too. But most of the quarterbacks you draft in the first round aren't ready to go. Really considered great guys, and I feel like Patrick Queen's kind of in that same boat right now.
Well, I'm giving.
I know you want a big name there and the face of the defense.
Giving him a short leash.
Okay.
I'm giving him a short leash, and I don't care. He better step it up, bro.
Yeah.
All right. So, moving on from the Ravens, the next team up that they drafted at pick 14, number 46. My bad, Mark. Go ahead.
Well, you're good. 46 in the second round. The Detroit Lions got Josh Pascal, defensive end out of Kentucky.
Okay. Another DN. Yeah, you know what's weird is how they label these guys as edge and DN, and if you're not familiar with that, is basically these edge guys are outside linebackers, defensive ends. I noticed this 2 seasons ago. I'm like, what is this edge thing coming out? And I don't know if I was the
Super
only one
popular
noticing
now.
this.
No, yeah, it kind of creeped out of nowhere.
It's just oh, he's an edge. I'm like, isn't that DN? Like what is
Well, I
this?
think it's because of the 3-4 defense, the outside linebackers.
Right. It took me like
So
2 years.
they decided
2
they
years
needed
ago.
to have a position to where it'd be like edge. So if you get drafted by a 4-3, he'll be defensive end. If he's drafted by
Or
a
outside
3-4,
linebacker. Yeah,
he'll
it's
be
really
the
weird.
outside linebacker.
But here, Joshua Pascal is definitely a D end.
Yes.
Powerhouse, basically. Opposite side of Aiden Hutchinson. So they went D end. Well, DN receiver DN. So they got themselves 2 bookends. Gonna create havoc. This guy's good. I honestly think that he's gonna complement that line. I mean, he's no Aiden Hutchinson, but for being 6'3", 270 pounds, this dude ran a 4.7. I mean, it's pretty big or pretty fast for a big guy. So, what I miss here? Anthony said that, yeah, man. Ray Lewis and Patrick Lewis are my faves. I rocked the 52 in my high school years. Yeah, dude. You know, that number was flying around campus for a while. You weren't even a Ravens fan, you would have that jersey. But yeah, ultimately, I think that the Detroit Lions are making big splashes slowly. And I think strongly, all 3 of us, but I think Braden and I said this months ago. Before maybe Mark, I'm not sure, Mark, when you were on the hype train as much as Braden and I, but we said this months ago that we really think that the Lions are kind of making heads turn.
Yeah.
And last season was for sure that season where it's like, okay, Lions, okay,
You started to see everything start to come together a little bit.
You're not as big as a pushover as much as we used to think you are. Losing still, yes. Record, if I look at the records, like, Lions suck. But if you watch the Lions, they were not just giving up. They were playing to the last minute, the last second, and I loved it. That's what I love. They love Dan Campbell there. And again, just like Braden said, I can't wait to Hard Knocks.
Right.
You know, that's going to be such a good season to watch that. So, yeah, 6'3", 270. Mark, what do you think about this?
Oh, I like Josh Pascal. I think putting him on the other side of Aiden Hutchinson is a great move. You'll see them get to the quarterback. I think that was one thing they kind of lacked last year was like pressure on the quarterback. And I think they absolutely assaulted in this draft.
Yeah.
And the Bears better watch out for those 2 games. That's all I got to say.
Poor
offensive line against their defensive line, it's not going to be pretty.
I feel like that whole division, like the offensive lines are not great in that division.
Yeah, like the whole offense. Yeah, because the Packers had to make cuts because of the Rodgers money. Minnesota's never really had a great offensive line.
Yeah, but we'll play good some games, but other games that just let everybody through. So
yeah. It was even Mark saying that they might win 10 weeks.
Yeah, we went from riding on the train to him getting in the front and driving it.
Making playoffs and shit.
10 wins.
10. Whoa, 10. Whoa, I don't know. And then he's like, "Well, think about it." And I'm like, "Okay, I see it. I just don't think I could live in
very
that world."
Top end. This is what could happen.
Yeah.
Not what you expected, but like you wouldn't be surprised, I guess, if it hit 10.
Right, because it's you look at the schedule and like those are very possible, ways of them happening, and having Josh Pascal given the rush there with Aiden Hutchinson definitely upgrades the defense, which ultimately defense always sucked there in Lions, and they have great players there, but it's just it was never clicking, and I'm hoping that from what we saw last season, kind of turn the page to the next chapter. I think this might be the year where they actually go above maybe 6-7 wins. I hope they get 7.
Well, if they can play like they did the last 6 games of the season going into this season, they'll be a scary team to play.
Yeah.
Like the connection that Goff had with St. Brown, and you bring in Williamson, like they could be, and they have a fairly easy schedule. So that's why I said I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility.
Yeah, what is Lions schedule? Let's see here. Lions schedule. What do they play the Cardinals this season?
So.
I think they do.
We should go to Kimmy's. If for some reason you're still in Arizona, so we can watch that guy just raise his hands up.
My computer. Breen's like, Kimmy's? Nope. I'm out.
Yeah, I ain't going there. There's a hardcore Detroit Lions fan there that just stood for hours.
Make sure you wear a white jersey and ruin it when you go there too.
Yeah. So, but I don't know. It was a pretty good day, and for the Lions.
Yeah, 10
Sorry,
minutes of just.
Braden. Yeah, just straight, just like, dude, put your arms down. Put your arms down.
He was so excited to win that game.
It doesn't look like we do.
Oh no, maybe not.
But we did lose to them last year, so
You did.
Yeah. All right. So 1, 2, 3 defensive linemen going with your boy, Fedarian Mathis. Sorry.
Fedarian Mathis, defensive tackle,
Alabama. 6'4", 310. Defensive tackle. Just a big dude, man. Like he's just massive all around. I know Jordan Davis took all of the sunshine, and this guy was just hiding in his shadows. But if you look at the film, this guy was not far behind, if not making the plays just before him, and then taking out the running back or whatever, and then Davis outshining him with the sack. I don't know, but I would expect this guy just to do great. I like him better than I'd like Davis, and I don't care what anybody says. I think Davis was just soft, but behind the line, after the running back got past the line of scrimmage, then Davis shined. Before that, not so much, but that's just me. Call me crazy, I don't care, but I think this guy's doing. I think he's gonna do good. So,
does Washington only scout Alabama games?
Seems like it.
I swear half of your team is from Alabama.
I think that's why we drafted Sweat, because he was playing against Alabama, and they were there like, oh, who's this guy at Texas A&M? He's pretty darn good.
Go ahead, read that one, Mark.
Who we got next? The Washington Bendovers.
Sure seems like it. Last season, they came in the new hotness. This defense is going to be great. They're going to be on fire. Don't back down, Washington. Blah blah blah. Boy, were we wrong.
Yeah,
I have no idea, and this sums it up. They really did just
the only franchise that literally shits on their own fans.
I don't understand what happened. I don't understand. And then after they lose Young, then they show up
together. Yeah,
it's like, we lost Chase Young. All right, let's actually do some work. I don't know.
I wonder if that happened, if Del Rio was like, okay, I can't just rely on him now. Like I know that they all said they were playing individually as well.
Yeah.
Like I do wonder if Del Rio had to change up the defensive scheme a little bit and change things because we couldn't just rely on Chase Young.
Yeah.
Maybe. But I think with him, with Fedarian there, I think it'll help out the middle. Maybe shed a little off the tackle, maybe the guard, because I'm pretty sure he can eat them up both, and then Chase can probably run up off the outside. So depending if they go 3-4-4-3, I don't know how. Are you guys going 4-3 still, right?
Yeah, I think we're 4-3.
Yeah. So
this pick scares me though, because I think this will be Daron Payne's last year. Well, they already locked up. They already locked up Jonathan Allen for a huge amount of money. They're trying to get McLaurin. You know, you got Sweat coming up next year. 2 years from now, you got Chase.
Yeah, but
Like,
what better pick could they get this guy in the second, though? I think he can fill those shoes.
oh, I like the pickup, but I'm
You're just scared that this is replacing him from what you're going to lose potentially.
yeah, but we already had 4 defensive linemen. I thought maybe this pick could be used to, like, I don't know, help the linebackers, for crying out loud.
Yeah.
Like, we've had literally no linebackers for I don't know how many years, but then no, still gonna take a defensive tackle from Bama because we don't have enough of those already.
And there'd be, I don't know. I thought they were gonna do a lot better. They made the playoffs 2 years ago with interesting team. Then they came back and we thought they were gonna do the same, and so, but they didn't. So it's like they walked off to the plank and the diving board in the Olympics, and they were about to do this perfect dive, and then they just belly flopped. That's exactly what just happened.
Every year in that division, like whoever wins never repeats. Like I can't remember the last time somebody from the NFC East repeated.
It's because, like, this is my theory about the NFC East. None of us are really that good. So we get first in the division and we get a tough schedule, and suddenly we can't win because we're not good. Oh, but then what happens? We fall down, and now look, now we have a cake schedule, and now we'll probably win again. But then again, Dallas, who got first, has just as easy of a schedule. So, I don't know how they lucked into it, but right.
All right,
well, that's literally my theory. That's why there hasn't been a repeat winner of our division since like 2000.
And I like it though, and it's a good one. That is. I like that theory.
Or like 2004, because I think the Eagles won like 4 straight.
It'll probably be the Eagles this year.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, if Jalen Hurts is better than I think he is, it could be.
Yeah.
Definitely not the Giants, though.
Jalen Hurts can actually be a receiver this season. So, all right. Go on. Moving on, Mark.
Chicago Bears. Where's Brian at? We're doing the Bears.
I don't know. He said he was going to jump on today, but I don't know. Even if he was, he should have been 30 minutes late to jump on. I'm pretty sure I told him we were jumping, but I don't know.
Well, we got Jaquan Brisker, safety out of Penn State, who we and you really liked. We just happened upon this guy doing the mock drafts. And we were checking out his video, and we're like, who the heck is this kid?
Yeah. Well, weren't we scouting someone else?
Yeah.
And then we kept noticing he kept coming in. What number was he, like 12 or something like that? I can't remember.
Yeah, I think we were looking at the linebacker that was coming out.
Jalen Smith is what we were going to showcase. Jalen Smith, or is that his name? Brandon Smith. My bad. Who you think is going to be potential Walmart, great value Walmart Micah Parsons 2.0 over there. That's what he keeps calling him, and I don't think
I said that about all the linebackers coming out of Penn State.
Well, and we kept kind of like the Miles Sanders behind Saquon thing. So,
so we kept behind him. Yeah. We kept noticing this same number. It was number 1.
So we clicked on him, and it was like, oh, he has a video.
Like, is that Micah? Like, no, it's only a single one. It's not 2 ones. It's just a single one. And we're like, okay, well, that's weird. And then we kept looking at him, and we're like, who is this guy? And we really liked him. He was quick. He was smart. He was dynamic. He was just everywhere that needed the ball to be. He was there on the play. And we looked at his film, and we're like, we should be showcasing this guy. And then on the combine, he ran a 4.49 to be exact. And he's 6'1", 200 pounds. That is in my eyes, that is great.
That's ideal safety right there.
That is a perfect safety right there. So missing up on these. So he said, "Oh, the bad news bears next. Let's go on." Let's go. Beers on me. Sponsored by Hooters. And yeah, just a joke. No beers for you. Look, we're no Bears fans here, but our coworkers out that they love this guy. But the issue is, I doubt they even knew who this guy was when they drafted him. But now that they look at him, they're like, oh, yeah, Brisker this and Brisker that. Like, yeah, well, we hyped them up for you, guy.
Right.
But I don't know. I'm expecting with him and Gordon, if they play the same side together, I don't think that they might be able to lock someone up together. If Gordon's on the same side as Brisker, that doesn't mean that they won't score on them, because then you got the other side of the field. So Bears do Bears things.
Well, they're also very young, so
Yeah, they're also rookies. So I mean, I wouldn't. That's why I said the Bears have potential, but they're just.
That's why I say, like, this year, like, they're not going to win a lot. But I think they're just evaluating what they have.
Look who popped in.
Yeah, look at that. Spoiler cakes.
Like, I think as long as they see developing players, they'll be happy.
Get out of here. Get your Bears stuff out of here, bro. Yeah, so all right. Last four guys. Our next team to go is
The Saints.
the Saints. And who do they get, Mark?
They got Alontae Taylor,
Mm-hmm.
cornerback out of Tennessee.
Yes. Now let me tell you, this dude was fast. Very
I'll say, wasn't he one of the faster corners?
This dude is fast.
Yeah.
How fast? He's fast. One of the best nickel safeties probably out there that snuck into the second round coming out of Tennessee. They needed it, and the Saints are in a weird situation that they could be in a rebuild mode. I don't know, especially with everything going on, QB situation. We don't know if Jameson Williams Winston is going to be what he did with the Bucks. I mean, even then, it wasn't that impressive. It was and it wasn't. Like, he had a lot of yards, had a lot of touchdowns, but he also made up for interceptions on those touchdowns. So
Yeah, I think he had as many interceptions as he did.
like, is that
30 for
good?
30.
I don't know.
Yeah, basically 30 and 30.
It's like, you know how I felt that year? It's like, I do not mind putting him in. He gives me a heart attack the very first half of every game I would put him in. But then the second half is like, dude, who is this guy? What lines was he doing in the locker room? Because this is not the same QB that was out here.
To be fair, like, everybody under the Bruce Arians offensive scheme their first year threw out a ton of picks, except for Brady. But I still think he threw more picks than he normally did.
Than normally? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know what I
It's a little
thought the most
frustrating,
interesting thing is about him was one, I don't know how the Buccaneers didn't do, like, you would think they would test their players to make sure everything was good, but he goes to the Saints and they're like, oh man, you need glasses. I was like, don't you think you should be testing your quarterback's vision? Like, might be something that's important.
I don't think they do hearing and sight checks.
Right.
on players.
I was like, but you would think you'd do it on the quarterback.
And Derpy's replied to the Spoiler Kings over here. Maybe. I hope not. I really hope not. But it could be a possibility if they don't do anything in the next 2 years. I really hope
I was
not.
gonna say, like, this year they're just trying to develop people, I think.
Yeah.
And then next year they have all that money, try and make a run at players.
Yeah.
Make things better for them.
I'm a big fan of Fields. I liked him coming out of that class. Of all the ones that came out last season, he was one of my favorites. And then here comes with the L's marching in. This guy's coming up with stuff for every team. So yeah. All right, moving on. Pick 18 of the second
New
round.
England Patriots, Tyquan Thornton, receiver out of Baylor.
Yeah. Weird pick.
Just as strange as their first pick.
Their whole draft was weird. I understand this could help mac and cheese. This guy's quick. He might be the over-the-top guy. But let's see. Tyquan Thornton is oh my. Wow, he is quick. So he's 6'2", 180. Do you guys know what he ran in the combine?
No.
4.38.
That's close.
Damn.
Kind of in a some type of perspective. Mark, give me what your guess was. 4.38. Lower or higher or over under?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go under.
He was under a whole second.
Oh,
This guy clocked in at 4.28.
jeez.
That's
That's a tenth of a second.
10th, yeah, not a full
Yeah,
second.
that's not a full
Well,
second.
yeah, 1/10 of a second.
Sorry.
My
Yeah,
bad.
I was like
A
3.8.
My bad. My bad. A tenth of a second.
Good lord.
Again, I knew this guy was fast, but I didn't actually see his combine stats until I'm looking at now. And holy crap, that's impressive, dude. I knew he was going to be the over the top guy. That's for sure.
Yeah.
He's got a good size, 6'2", 180. You're not knocking him out of his routes. That's impressive. I wonder how. I will definitely be looking at this guy in the preseason. His hand size is 8 1/4.
Not bad, but
So, as a receiver, I would hope he'd have, maybe at least 8.5. But I don't know. This guy might be something worth to look at during preseason. See how he does. Let's see what Derpy says about New England. New England Cheaterits. And old Bill trying to find a way to one last time to lift his bribe trophy. Jackpot.
That's funny.
Not with this recent draft, man. With this recent draft, it was just all over the place. They drafted a lineman in the first round who I think they traded up for.
Yeah, but it was like a lineman that everyone thought was going like the third or fourth.
Yeah, it was weird. Like, okay, dude, go ahead. But this guy, Tyquan Thornton, holy crap. We'll see how he does.
Have you guys heard about Matt Patricia possibly being the offensive coordinator?
I have. Where he went back or something like that?
Wait, offensive coordinator.
Yeah, offensive coordinator.
He was the defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
He was. And then I forget what Joe Judge is doing, but he was like defensive line or something.
They're all over the place right now. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. That seems like all over the place. I think good old
Ben
Bill is
McAdoo
done.
went to Panthers.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
What they're doing there, but
Closing it out with the last two, we have a center. What's this dude?
Cam Jurgens, Nebraska,
Yeah.
Philadelphia Eagles. Zach
Yeah.
Kelsey's replacement.
Yeah.
Didn't Zach, or not Zach, Kelsey basically like pick this guy out?
I think so. I heard
What
some
I
story
heard.
like that. Yeah.
Something like that.
So I think they're happy with that pick.
I don't know. He's quick. He knows what he's doing. I just don't. He's quick, shuffling like 3-cone time and all that. I'm pretty sure he probably did really good at that. But I think he's 6'3", 300 pounds. So kind of about slightly bigger than average center, because aren't they kind of small, usually about 6'2", 6'1",
Yeah.
usually
6'3",
centers?
kind of
they're little
highest.
quick little dudes, right?
Yeah.
So this guy's 6'3", 300. So
I mean, the fact that Kelsey was the one who like, this is the guy, should speak kind of volumes, and then he'll have a whole year under him at least. So
Yeah.
funny cool thing, I guess, not really nice, I guess, but he's a 3-time Nebraska state champion in shot put. I don't know if that's
Cool.
impressive
So we
or not,
got Kelsey replacing himself. We got
I don't know.
Cox replacing himself. Cool.
yeah.
Go
Yeah.
Eagles.
So, let's
All they
see,
need is a quarterback.
more New England stuff here. So Mac and Cheese, I'm interested in seeing how he does with shame on his Cheatriots. You say Cheaterits? How would you say this?
Cheatriots.
Cheatriots, right? Something like that.
Cheaterots.
Yeah, something like that.
Like Patriots, but Cheaterots.
I mean, I see where he's going with that, but we could probably come up with something different. But it is good though. I like it.
That is true.
Now, depending on
Depends on the Eagles. Hughes Hurts.
was you gonna read like half of that and give up?
Oh, I thought you were gonna finish reading. I didn't mean.
No,
to
you started it.
Hurts. They finally putting weapons around him, but maybe he'll do something. Yeah, we'll see if AJ Brown can stay healthy.
Yeah, no Chipotle.
Yeah, no. Give him all the. I'm gonna send Chipotle to him like every day. But here, eat all that you can eat Chipotle, my dude.
I don't know if like Hurts is the long term answer there, but I feel like he's good enough to get the job done. But like I don't know if they'll win games because of him.
Yeah, but for fantasy though, man, that guy was killing it.
Oh, he was.
But I felt like he was only killing it when he was running the ball.
Yeah,
That's what I mean. Like he was
Yeah.
he was killing it.
He wasn't putting up fantastic passing stats, that's for sure.
Yeah, but I feel like at least now you have Brown there, and then Dallas Goddard. So you at least have like two big weapons to throw to.
They still got Rieger and
Slim Reaper over there.
Slim Reaper.
I don't know. I'm not so good on those guys.
Basically 3 straight years of first round receivers.
Right.
Yeah.
We'll see how that goes. But I think they finally saw they knew what they could have rather than guessing and rolling the dice. So speaking of receivers, let's pretty much end it with the last guy here. Pittsburgh Steelers, George Pickens. Sorry, Mark.
Tiny hands.
Oh, you're good.
Out of
Steelers,
Georgia. Yeah, little
Pickens.
tiny hands. Tiny hands throwing the tiny hands.
Oh, the tiny hands quarterback.
Yeah.
Look. 4.47, cool man, you're fast. 6'3", he's tall, 195 and got a little bit of weight, but I want to see what you do. They're saying he's really good. He's gonna light it up here. I hope so, but I know all three of us were making fun of him at the end of the last game of the Coyotes, and we were drinking, and I'm like, this guy's got small hands just like his quarterback, and we're like, I don't know if I want to get this guy. He's fading. On my part, but
he's got to be like an arm catcher, not a hand catcher.
Right.
Yeah.
So you got to be on the money, throwing the ball.
Say what you will, though. The Steelers tend to know how to like draft receivers, though.
Yeah, I'll give them that.
Yeah.
I mean, even if they only go off for 1 year, like Claypool, they still manage to get these receivers who can produce for a little bit. But now that's all said, though. That was with Ben Roethlisberger as quarterback. That's the big question, I think, with the Steelers right now.
Yeah.
Is Kenny Pickett going to be good? Will Trubisky do anything?
I would say that Kenny Pickett is just a slight tick above to Trubisky. If Trubisky got any better, then I don't know. I give it to Trubisky, but I almost put him in the same tier right now. But as for George Pickens, he'll be a good asset there. He's quick. Hopefully he's not dealing with that knee injury that he did in the last senior game, in the championship game in Georgia. So hopefully he'll be okay. So we can see what he does. Yeah, they're in a weird, interesting predicament with everything going on. If Pickett doesn't do as good as they drafted him in the first round, oh boy. Oh boy, it's going to be interesting.
I don't know. I feel like Pickett will be just fine.
You think he's going to be the franchise though?
Maybe for like a few years, but not like a 15-year guy.
Yeah, I don't see it
either. Because like also they never have that ability to draft a quarterback up high.
Yeah, true.
Like they're always. Like Tomlin's never had a losing season.
But yeah, they never get draft picks that high.
Yeah,
never.
I think you just find somebody you think will work. Like even towards the end of like Ben's career, he wasn't airing balls out and stuff like that. And they were still winning games. So
right,
I think you can do that obviously with Kenny Pickett.
The great meme was on board. He's talking about. I don't know. Explain yourself. Because I think if I were saying tiny hands throwing to tiny hands, are we missing something here? Yeah. But no, from what I'm thinking though, sorry.
Did he mean to say born? The great meme was born?
Probably. Maybe.
Instead of bored. Born, yeah.
You're right. You nailed it. But
yeah, Jason Bourne.
We'll see what happens. I'm interested in. The Steelers are one of those teams. I'm like, whatever about. Like, whatever. Like, if they do good, they do good. I don't really care if they do good. It's just one of those teams I don't really care much about, but I love watching it because they're football, and that's what it is. Like I'm interested in what these guys do. Especially Najee Harris. He's definitely changed that outcome.
Well, I saw earlier too they're going to lighten his load this year, especially on like certain downs.
Yeah.
Well, they need to, otherwise he's going to be
like
dead in a year.
So.
Yeah. Okay. That poor guy, he's going to beat himself to death just trying to fight for what? By his 4th year, he's going to be done.
Right.
But yeah. So, anyways, that's pretty much it. We're just doing rookies on Wednesdays. Tomorrow, myself and Mark are going to talk about who are we talking about tomorrow? We talked about
the next team would be the Saints.
Oh boy, are we really?
Don't sound too excited there.
Well, they're the 11th.
Yeah, we covered the Jets already.
Unless you want to have the original 11th pick, then that'd be Washington.
No.
Well, because 10 would be the Jets, but we already did.
Yeah, but we covered the Jets.
Yeah.
We'll do the Saints tomorrow.
So that's why I said Saints would be next.
We'll do the Saints, and then Friday we'll end it with the Eagles. And Derpy, we're still watching. Yeah, hey, I will see you on the next show. And Spoiler Kings talking about some Star Wars. But then Friday, I think we're gonna have our game night as well too. That should be interesting. I have no idea what we're playing because a lot of us apparently some of us don't have a Switch. What's up?
So if it's Overcooked 2, I'm out.
Hey man, we need a dishwasher, bro.
No, that game sucks.
Someone's got to wash dishes.
Mark played for 5 minutes. He's like, I'm done. I played it once. Done.
Oh, that's the game I was playing?
Yeah.
That's what. Oh, no.
Yeah, see?
Hey,
unless you can have like someone else control. Like when you have to control both of them, it's the worst.
No. I hate that. Don't ever play by yourself. That's
that's what we're talking about.
No, we played it. So
when you have to control both of them,
that's the wrong way to play it.
But I tell Braden, if you play with somebody else, I feel like it could be fun.
It's greatest when you have four dickheads running around trying to get the orders out. It's great. It's a great game. You guys played a bad experience playing one player mode. No, all right.
It was like a free game, so I downloaded it.
Anyways,
like try it. I was like, this game sucks.
No, it's a great game when you play it with
first level,
especially when you're drinking. It's a great drinking game. Trust me, believe me that. All right, Derpy, I will see you in the next couple minutes here on Spoiler Kings. We're talking about Star Wars, Miss Marvel, and whatever the hell they're talking about. They probably already started, or they're waiting for us to end. So I'm going to close it on that. Thank you, Braden, for coming on. I know your schedule is crazy. And Mark, I will see you tomorrow as we discuss the Saints.
Yep.
And so, yeah, anything else besides that? Close it up.
Was there any big news that we missed?
I don't think so. Not
I
really.
didn't look
We
at
kind of
it
mentioned that at the
before
beginning.
I came on. Normally I do.
Got most of the big stuff.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
right,
that's it. Good morning, good evening, good night, wherever the hell you're at in the world. This is Dynasty Pylon. We will see you guys tomorrow. Later.
Getting hype when I aim up, elevating that game up, stepping up to the competition. Only first place, and that's how I'm living. I'm winning till they digging up my grave, eating all the things up on my plate. Game face when I step up into place. I was born and when I watched me elevate. When I watch me elevate.